So I get up on Monday morning after a weekend of boating, and you'll appreciate this story because it's going to apply to everybody. Like, trust me, just stick around to the end. Uh, on my way to the gym, I usually get up pretty early. I'm in there like maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. A lot of times I try to do 5:30, but 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm on my way to the gym. So, sitting in the parking lot, got my earbuds in. I'm looking for some music or some motivational speaker to listen to, and while I'm gonna do my workout, and all of a sudden I lose connection. My phone's just off. Like, okay, so won't connect. Video's frozen. So I check. I'm not connected to the network. I'm like, wait, that's odd. I mean, getting the signal is one thing, but this phone's telling me I'm not connected to the network. So I'm like, okay, let me turn the phone off, turn it back on, see what happens. So I do that, turn it off. It says your SIM card is not installed. So just keep in mind, this is a new cell phone. I got one of those digital SIM cards. It doesn't have a physical one in it. So if that's new, in case you don't know that. And these digital SIM cards are susceptible to, people hacking into them and then just moving it to another phone. And okay, so I'm getting worried at this point because I'm pretty tech savvy. I know this doesn't sound good. So I'm not working out now. I'm going home. So I race back to the crib, jump on my computer, log into my AT&T account and see that, okay, there's an iPhone that I don't recognize just been added to my account, and it now has my freaking phone number. Now this, I already know right off the hop, this is bad. So still can't call anybody. Because they got my phone number. They got it. This is bad. I don't have a house phone. I can't call the bank. I can log into, okay, I'm gonna log into my bank account. I start logging into my bank account. Password's changed. Okay, this is real bad. So the only thing I could do right now is go to AT&T and get them to move this phone number back. So I jump in the car, I drive to AT&T. I got this excellent sales guy. He was on this 100%. He said, okay. He explained to me what happened to my phone once he got into the account. He said, somebody has illegally ported out your number to another carrier. Well, they're in the midst of doing that. Right now, they're just using the phone number to do nefarious acts like log into your bank account. So from there, he let me use his cell phone, call my bank, and tell them what was happening. Okay, so I get my bank on the phone. This was PNC Bank. And, I talked to one of the reps, and they're like, okay, so your account balance is zero. Okay, so they already drained the account. They took $7,200 out of my bank account. Gone. All right, so I'm like, listen, all of that's fraudulent transaction, that shit that just happened just this one day, all fraud. So I'm like, wait a minute, if they got that, I need to call my other bank because I have a business account over at Chase. So immediately get off the phone with them while they're like flagging my account as fraud and get on the phone with Chase. Passwords changed. They already moved money from my other bank account, moved it to my Chase account, and then from there sent it to my Cash App, and then divvied it out to all these different accounts. Now this has gone so far, my head is spinning. I'm like, who in the hell's doing this? Because this was a 100% coordinated effort. These guys knew exactly what they were doing. Once they got their hands on that cell phone number, it was over. Because now they have your social security number. I don't know how they got that. At this point, I didn't know how they got it. Then they got your PIN number from your AT&T account. And if you one of these dudes that like set the same PIN for all of your accounts, because it's simple to memorize, and then all of a sudden now they have the PIN number to your bank cards, and then they have the PIN number to your Cash App because you're using the same freaking one, because that's what I was doing. That was stupid. They're sending Cash Apps to all their friends. Like, you can see the names on them. These people were getting Cash Apps 300, 300, 300, 300. I mean, they're just divvying out money. So by the time I get to all of these dudes, like thousands are gone out of my account. I mean, thousands. They just emptied my PNC account, which was technically my savings. I used to use that for my day-to-day expenses. About $7,200 gone, and then they got about $2,500 in Cash App money. They sold some of my Bitcoin off Cash App because I think I bought some Bitcoin on it. I think it was $50 to $100. They sold that and they divvied that out, so that was empty. So by the time I get a hold of this thing from that perspective, I got some empty accounts. and the damage is done. I was okay. I think okay, the damage. They got my money. They got all my shit out of my accounts. It's over with. It's not over with. They're also actively taking out loans in my name, so they have more than just my cell phone. They got name, address, social security number. In order for them to be applying for loans, they have to have that. So I go to my Equifax and I I put a fraud alert on there. Then I froze the account, bro. They already bought jewelry on the jewelry store accounts. They already set up some lease agreement to take a. I don't know if they bought a car or not, but anyway, it was all hell broke loose. And I'm telling you this story because I don't want you to get caught up in this. Like, once you undo something like this doesn't stop there. These people still have all your info. So the only thing you can do is get one of these security programs to put in place. So once you got a handle on this, I mean, outside of, yes, you got to do the police report, definitely. You got to file with the FCC, definitely, that, and tell the story exactly how it happened. You got to do a identitytheft.gov application and explain to you everything that happened, or explain to them everything that happened. And then you got to do the Better Business Bureau, and then you got to send all this stuff to each one of these credit agencies. Then you got to attach it to your credit file and say, hey, okay, all this stuff is happening, so I got a fraud alert on all three of my credit bureaus. I got all these notes attached to it, and then to top it off, my credit score dropped 100 points in one day, and that was a disaster. So for you, going forward, and this is what I did, I had to get one of these LifeLocks, because there's stuff that if I had known that AT&T was the victim of a massive data breach. That means they lost everybody's data, and they were under a class action lawsuit at the time. Well, mine was one of them. I didn't know that. You get an email that went to my spam folder that said, hey, you were involved in a data breach with AT&T. You should, you should file for some compensation, and then they're going to make a decision by a certain date. I looked that up, but because I had to go through that process too. But it was hell. But I put a link below for some of the products you can use to try to combat these situations, because you're not going to be able to fix this by yourself. Some of these programs can help you fix it. I'm going to explain how in a minute.